I've got one more of these. So I got these off Ulster Expat at Christmas time. Jamie's Aged Weirdo BA Barrel Aged Old Ale. So I've already done a review on this way back at the start of the year. So way back now, it's like the end of March. So we're definitely springtime. So I drunk one and I wanted to age the other one. Cut a long story short, all those words were leading to I had two of them. So said to myself, I'll just let it age and see what happens. So it's been sitting in here, not in the fridge, anything. Fridges have barely been on over the winter time. Don't need them on. "13 degrees" it says up there. So cellar temps, is that right? So absolutely loved the first version, or sorry, the first bottle of this. So interested to see what this is like. Again, can't really remember too much about it. I think it was a bit smoked whiskey, wasn't it? Because Richard has them tiny little kegs. Okay, well it looks kind of, when you hold it up to the light, it definitely has like it looks more red than black. When you hold it down there, it looks black. So liking the head on it. It's tan color, lots of bubbles, small bubbles, big bubbles, just every kind of. And then we've got some lovely looking lacing down the side of the glass. Oh, terrific. Terrific. Okay, I'm not gonna mess about. Give it a quick whiff. Getting a little bit of the alcohol, the whiskey, bit of smoke. So smooth. Just the first mouthful as soon as you take it in. Oh. Okay, that's a winner. That's really good. That is really good. Wow. It tastes a bit like, it's an old ale. It tastes a bit like Old Peculiar, except for it's got a little bit of smoke. And it's got that kind of, I think Old Peculiar, I don't think there's any kind of whiskey or anything in it like that, but it does have a kind of, I don't know, some kind of wine almost quality to it. Wherever that's come from, I'm not sure, but this is like that, except turned up a bit. I really like that. It's so smooth though, going down, which makes everything else a treat. Lovely stuff. Well done, Richard. That's held up well. I don't know if you've got any more bottles of that, but that is superb. Yeah, I really like that. Maybe I could do like an old ale or something like that. I was wondering what I could brew next, because I have. So at the minute I've got the Imperial Stout there, it's still sitting. It's going to be bottled at some point in the next couple of weeks. Just waiting for everything to heat up a bit, and then I'll get it in the bottles. I'll give it as long as possible, just sitting there. I could maybe try it tonight actually, see what it's like, but we'll see. So yeah, there's that. We've got. I did a double batch of Pilsner a while back. Half it's in the Kaiser. I was drinking last night. It is banging. It's absolutely banging. Second half's in there, just lagering. I actually did the dry hop on it today, so it'll be going into the keg at some point next week. And then I did the brew day last week, which was last week's video, which was the Red Spider Rye, which, I mean, it's in the pressure fermenter, and I put on the, the little release, whatever it's called. I don't know. Put this on, whatever you call this. Words escape me at the moment. And I must have turned it off, like by stopping it, whenever the last time I was using it. Probably had done a dry hop and it just, I don't know what I'd done. But basically, I didn't look at it for about 2 days, and then I came in here and I couldn't hear hissing. It was still fermenting away, but I couldn't hear hissing on it. And it turned out that it was sitting at about 30 psi or something like that, or inching up past 30. I was like, oh my god. So I had to let it out, steam it, and because there was so much pressure in the fermenter, it was just psh, and you could see the carousing just lifting up, coming up and up and up and up, because there's about that much left headspace in the fermenter. My god. And then it got to the top and had to stop it, and yeah, I had to keep coming back every now and again just to do it, to let the gas out. It's just ridiculous. So, but we got there in the end. Hopefully the yeast hasn't crapped out. I should probably do a gravity reading on it to see what it's actually like. But hopefully that hasn't killed the yeast. It's that lager yeast anyway, so I think it should be okay. It's pretty dependable, that stuff. So yeah, so I was looking. I had the book out. Okay, so I still have the book here, the home brewing book, Cameron's Essential Home Brewing. And there was another beer that I actually was looking at doing before I seen the Red Spider Ale, which is this one, Chiron. I think that's pronounced. By Thornbridge. Chiron is a pale golden colour and weighs in at 5% ABV. A wonderfully balanced combination of citrusy hops offer notes of apricots and tangerines. The malt sits underneath, offering a light biscuit flavour without being sweet. The bitterness is sufficient to cleanse the palate without drying, making for a sessionable drinking experience. That sounds great to me. That sounds absolutely fantastic. Now, as ever, I don't have everything. Pale malt, yes. Cara malt, no, but I can get some. I think I've got some Cara. I think I might have used the Cara 20. I don't know. We'll have a look. Wheat malt, yes. Munich malt, yes. Okay, this is where we're running into trouble. Pearl, I do actually have Pearl. Cascade, yes. Amarillo, no. Columbus, yes. Chinook, no. So Amarillo and Chinook. I mean, you could switch out the Chinook for, I mean, nothing's quite like Chinook, but maybe a bit more Cascade or whatever. Amarillo, I don't know. Centennial, maybe. Kind of limited to what I buy now, because I buy everything in bloody kilos. All the ones I really like. And then the dry hop is Amarillo, Cascade, Chinook. So then the problem with buying kilos is that you end up just using the same hops all the time, because you got so many of them. And yeah, it's you're just basically making the same beer, aren't you, really? And it's the malt that changes. I do have a ton of Citra as well too. See, if I put the Citra in, I am going to be making the same bloody beer. So I might drop the Citra, because I think Citra has literally been in every beer apart from the bitters I've done for the last year. I do have a load of it though. And then yeast, WLP001 Kelly Ale yeast. I don't have, but let's be honest, we're going to be doing a lager yeast, aren't we? So we'll get it under pressure, and we'll get the temperatures cranked up. Okay, that's the end of that. That was a bloody beautiful beer, Richard. Thank you very much. I'm gonna have a very quick taste of this Imperial Stout while we're still here, and we'll see what it's like. My fear is that all the Pepsi Max I put into it just sunk straight to the bottom, and what I'm going to taste now is just all Pepsi Max. So this is the Imperial Stout, same kind of grain bill as the one from last year almost. Okay, let's just stop it. I'm really supposed to get a taste and pour myself a pint here. Okay, steady on, steady on. Still looks disgusting. Gonna have to cold crush that too as well at some point. Just realised. Suppose we've got 2 fridges on this, so I think we should be okay. Okay. It's big. It's sweet. I'm getting Pepsi Max. Getting the Jack, the taste of the Jack through as well, just on the back end. I wouldn't say it's a delight to drink, but it's early days, isn't it? The flavour's all there. Not getting. I don't think I'm getting so much of the oak because maybe I was drinking that. That was like done in the oak barrel, but it is out of the fermenter. It's just so sweet. It needs a good 9 months in the bottle, I think, before it's ready. So yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna do next, and next brew day will probably be next week. So, and then we'll get this bottled as well at some point in the next few weeks. So that is it. So happy Homebrew Wednesday. That's it. I'll see you next week.